Throughout the weekend, Primetime has learned Biggie Small's every move in Los Angeles was being tracked by an undercover team of agents from a federal task force here in New York, investigating alleged ties between some of Biggie's business associates and the New York Genovese mafia family.
Now, the clip that you've seen is a very old clip, but it's something that isn't really often spoken of or talked about. I really don't see any platforms bringing this up. I really don't see any interviewers on certain platforms asking guests these questions. So I'm going to get the ball rolling on this. Now, allegedly, Bad Boy and Biggie had ties to the Genovese Crime Family. And now I'm about to read an article that was in Costa Nostra News. It was written by Ed Scapro, Wednesday, April 13, 2010. No, 2011, excuse me. The 1997 murder of Christopher Wallace, the rapper known as Notorious B.I.G., remains unsolved. But last week, new information was released about the storied murder, as well as Wallace's alleged links to the mafia, when the FBI opened up its files as part of an investigation into who shot the rapper, including who orchestrated it, according to the Village Voice. Biggie's death is widely believed to have resulted from the earlier murder of Tupac Shakur. Other alleged masterminds include Suge Knight's Death Row Records camp, LA's Crips gang, and corrupt LAPD officers. The FBI files, which span from 1997 to 2005, do little to prove or dispel these allegations, although they do make for sadly sinister reading, The Voice reports. While the first wave of reports has concentrated on the contents of Biggie's pockets on the night he died, marijuana, a pen, an asthma inhaler, and 3 larger-sized condoms, and a driver's license issued in Georgia, the reports also contain insights into often nefarious side of the mid-90s rap scene. So for those without the patience of printer ink to scatter through 350-plus pages, which include heavily redacted witness statements, a sketch of the crime scene, internal memos, and even a reference to the Village Voice article, here are 10 insights in the business, etc., etc. Biggie allegedly had, one of hip-hop's most fabled supergroups never came to fruition. The commission was Big's idea of a musical mafias movement that included Jay-Z, Lil C's, Lance Rivera, and Puffy, and saw them all adopting crime family style names. According to the FBI, this wasn't just mythical thinking. The report alleges that the Roadtown rapper had links to the New York City's Genovese Crime Family. Founded by Lucky Luciano, the family was, until recently, headed up by Vincent Gigante, who was practically known for fingering Sandy as a legal defense mechanism. Although the report doesn't provide further details of the specific nature of the links, it does add that Biggie was being investigated for gun violations and possible murders, while also surreptitiously photographed out in Los Angeles. Now, the rest of it continues in the Village Voice. And it's quite very lengthy. But I'll leave links in the description box so you can read the article for yourself. But this is what I do know and what I remember is I remember in an interview that Keefe D mentioned to Puffy. What I do remember in an interview, what Keefe D mentioned was when he was having a conversation with Diddy. Diddy was all like telling Keefe D and his boys to fall back a bit because they were being watched by the feds. And Keefe D and his fellow peoples, they pretty much backed away from Diddy at the party. But according to Keefe D said, if they were driving with Biggie and Diddy and all them, that shooting would have never had went down because they would have made sure that all those lanes were blocked. Whether that's true or not remains to be seen because for all we know, those people, whoever orchestrated that probably had a plan B, C, and a D. So we don't know whether if Keefe D was there and he did block those lanes, if something drastic would have happened in that event. So anyway, it just begs a question to me because if the FBI was indeed watching Biggie because of his reported ties to the Genovese Crime Family, a la through Bad Boy Records, then how come the FBI doesn't help with the investigation? Now, according to what I read, they said that they have a 360-page report written about the whole incident in question and redacted witness statements and the crime scene and blacked out memos and whatnot. So who knows what really happened or what's really left out. But I just think at this point that Violetta Wallace, before she transitions, she should really know what really happened to her son and who was behind it. That is the $1,000,000 question that people like Gene Deal want to know. Even though, Gene Deal says that Amir Muhammad was the one that pretty much shot Biggie. And there's some other people that are out on the West Coast that said Poochie did it. But the only people that can really shed some light on this is the FBI, because if they were truly watching Biggie that night of the Peterson Auto Museum party, then they would have an idea of who did it and the vehicle and the people that were there. But it just seems like we ain't going to get any type of answers to this. And this may be one of those cases that's lost in the annals of time. But it's just interesting that out of all the interviews about the Notorious B.I.G. case, the Genovese Crime Family connection isn't brought up. I wonder why. So, folks, tell me what you think. Let me know in the comment box. This is Iron Will Media.